streaming right, and now I'm streaming. There we go. I'm thrilled to find out what it is. Perfect. Back to it. And beautiful. This. I can show. Oh, I should have called this the 5 more minutes. Damn it. Oh, whatever. Tracking a beak. Close enough.
Your live stream names are getting more and more inventive.
I'm running out of combinations of letters I can use.
Not when you're using German.
How about I have a new title.
What is it?
Freaking a freak.
It doesn't even have a B.
Oh.
How
about?
We did taking a break, we did breaking a take, we did beaking a trach, we're doing tracking a beak. It feels like there was a 5th one. I just
You could say
throwing a break.
Schifffahrtsgesellschaftskapitäns, Kühen, Raumchef, Kreditkarten, Bankangestellten, Ausbildungslager.
Didn't I already use that title macaroni though?
What? You did?
I don't know, I thought I did. Sounds similar.
Sounds familiar, right?
Oh damn. Time to use Control F, I guess.
Can't do it.
There we go. Now as I'm rendering I can ponder the 2 time dimensions question. I'm also torn because recently we've been playing a little 4-player chess, but I genuinely do want to finish this video today.
The duality of man, 4-player chess.
The quadrality of man.
Oh, true. I'm such a fool.
I genuinely don't know if it was because the soft snock fried my brain yesterday, or if it's because I was just straight up having fun, but that was really fun.
Were you really fun?
No, we just did the maneuver. That was really fun. It's just the 3 of us. The stream.
No, fuck. Adobe.
What?
Why is the least reliable software on my computer is the one I pay for?
5 people are watching? What? It only shows 2 for me. Interesting.
Wait, did I mess up? No, I didn't. Okay. didn't. That's good. There we go. When I say the least reliable software on my PC is the one I pay for, I also am including Windows in that.
Yeah, Linux is better.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I can say anything about Windows. I don't, how's it called? I just don't.
You don't.
We can't even. Must old.
It's hard to do. That's why I don't.
Machine food is a spectrum. Oh yeah, this one thing is just a gravity on the branch. Oh, fuck. Right. Yeah. Minutes of the video finished. 40 more to go. we've got this second base kit, but all I know we need to do is just render a whole bunch of things, which means we can do something else in the background. Stop doing that, Adobe! Stop just hiding away. Both my monitor screens just died for a second. I feel my PC might be dying actually. Maybe it's not just Adobe. Maybe it's everything. It has these.
Decision to make it a new PC.
I have a backup. It just doesn't have. Well, it's missing a couple of components, but it does exist.
All right.
I have like 4 different laptops, and if I combine them, I'm pretty certain I could make maybe one functional one.
Interesting. Well, it appears that that's gonna be it from me.
7. If Remco joins in later, would you like me to ping you?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Oh.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
This F of R and F of Q. Might have 2 respective forces. Very respectable. Cheers. Glad to know.
What?
Now it's leaving my sink.
Oh. Okay. Of course.
And in the meantime, I'm gonna let them up. Give me a second. I'm gonna go to the other room. This. I don't know why I consistently leave it there. There, I'm back. And here's the idea so far. There's one software thing that I still haven't done. We should do. Well, there are many software things. There's one that relates to taxi specifically.
There are many soft things you haven't done.
Yeah. Hi there, Adrian. How you doing? Come on. There you go. Can't see Adrian saying hi.
Ah, no, Adrian.
Adrian thinks that you sound tired, Katsi.
Do I sometime?
You could you sound so tired you could eat a horse.
Oh, I could eat a horse, really. You think so?
Oh, there's the work stuff there.
I'm a little EP, I guess. But yeah. Eh.
Yeah, it does look great. Actually, fun fact, it got so popular they actually made a song about it.
Nice.
Again, Paco. So this blender, never mind. Now blend windows. Give me this. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go not to system, only to run. There. Now right here. What would we like? We would like the commands. We would like the macro. This. Brilliant. So the way it's going to work, we're going to remove this. Not necessary. Well, we're going to bring it back later actually. Well, no. We're going to remove this is a mess. This. There we go. I have to study for history class, but I have absolutely no motivation at all, and even worse, I would have to learn about the French. Oof. that sounds rough.
Yeah.
I can't learn the French today.
It's fate worse than death.
Would you like a Hopecore meme in these trying times? Yeah, alright, hold on, let me open up my stash. The indomitable human spirit. What is a fine? Oh, this is a fine Hopecore meme. Hold on. There we go. This is a fine Hopecore meme. This should also. Oh, this is one of my favorites. What else? The lemons is a good one. There we go. The passly curated. Hi there, Azrima. Hi. It takes over an hour. Well. Okay. We need to amend this code of a slightly. We need an srun option, which will be the static run. So the difference between a static run and dynamic run, which dynamic run is going to be called run, will be, or I need to say, the difference will depend on the fact that we'll just wait. Oh, there we go. This rendered. Beautiful. Slide right over the French. Yeah. What's the best light to study with, yellowish or white? I've never been min-maxing light for studying, I will say. I would say daylight usually works best. Daylight is usually pretty solid. Here we go. Choose this and then 90. Huh. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Beautiful. There we go. Back to it. I usually close my curtains. I mean, it's whatever you feel the most comfortable with. I would say daylight because usually daylight just has a really positive effect. Hi, the bath. Hi. Right. What was the function to wait for the PID? Wait PID. There we go. How are you doing this? You're doing this with an if. Wait, you're doing it the right way. That feels risky. Oh, unless the wait PID. Oh, then never mind. I get it. I get it now. Yup. Really hope this works. It'd be so nice if it does. The difference between them will be severe. What will allow me to see the difference though? That's a good question. I think right here is something that just straight up waits for a bit. Blink your eyes. Wish that was that easy. If only. If only. Gosh dang it. think the easiest way would be to take this and remember how to wait on Linux. Linux wait. See. No, that's not what I want. So it is sleep. Good. Oh, never mind. Finish rendering. Splendid. Okay. Basically, the difference between what I did right now is what the way it worked previously is that this time. Welcome back, Macaroni. How you doing?
Hi.
Oh. Oh. Katsi couldn't take it anymore.
No honey mustard.
Oh, it's difficult to focus on so many things at the same time. This, there we go. That's what I was doing. What library is then? UniSTD, convenience. Okay. Am I including that? No. What we'll do is we'll just wait. Sleep 1. Slept. There we go. Fuck, obviously. Oh, I missed. Never mind. That was simple. That's never mind. That's fine. This isn't though. What's the problem? Command C. In what line? 99. Yeah. Yeah, that's because the macro doesn't work yet. So we can just remove this. Change the name and make your bad influence. I just have bad influence for you. 5. Oh, why is this a problem for you?
Why is that a bad influence? I think that's generally just being in English, primarily English communities.
Yeah. That's what I would say.
Where you mix up your mother tongue and English.
It's not even about mixing it up. At some point, you just switch. At least that's what I did.
Mm.
Yeah, the live streams I did not sing is not quite positive. Why? I can tell you with utter confidence that in my years, my many years on this green dot in the sky that we call the planet and home, not once has that caused a problem for me. What's actually annoying is forgetting the language you don't want to forget. Because every now and then I do actually need to do something in Polish, and then it's annoying because my vocabulary just drops.
Yeah, it happens. A lot, actually.
Yep, negative here. Beautiful. It built. Now let's see. Beautiful. Okay, so it does wait 1 second. Let's drag it up actually up to 2, not 12. So it will wait 2 seconds now and then finish. Beautiful. And the reason why it will allow us to test it is because if we exchange, well, if we add just another macro here, like so, for it to be srun, and this will be srun. Can you just build? Obviously you can't, that would be too easy. But no, it's for a very fine reason. There we go, now let's see. Okay, this works fine so far. And then let's try this. Run thing.
Also, Adrian, I just think that comes with knowing and speaking a lot of English. Or any second language.
That's good, okay. So far it would seem to work. At least it would seem. I feel like more for you listening this than talking, which caused that. Or listening alone, I would find that impressive. If it is just listening alone.
I mean, it could be, but that is kind of impressive, yeah, principally.
Because, I mean, speaking a lot, I understand. That's just force of habit. Like, you don't speak consciously, you do it subconsciously. So if you talk a lot in English, then it becomes an instinct for you. You talk in English, that's normal. But from listening, that I don't know how. That, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to.
I mean, do you type a lot in English?
That's actually a good question. Because you are referring to... You know what? No, I see. You know what?
Because if you're typing a lot in English as well, then you're still activating the...
Then I'll be not sure.
Yeah.
That would make sense. That would follow. Because in this scenario, you were also referring to typing.
%80 is from listening. Could be. Depends at what age though. Or at what age it started. Also, there's been a new Alpha Phoenix video.
Yeah, what was it about?
Already. media consumption got like 90% English. What did he do this time? Yeah, he explained how gravity is effectively just not pulling you down, but accelerating upwards. Which is very intuitive for me.
Yeah. Guy falling off a roof.
Hmm. Not even that, just regular intuition on how things work. No. Gravity doesn't accelerate you upwards. Everything else accelerates upwards and you stay the same.
I mean, yeah, so basically, depending on the frame of reference, either it seems like everything is accelerating upwards or you are falling down. Yes.
Well, but if you're accelerated too, then you would be...
You'd just be
You would
falling
either
up.
have to be falling downwards or have 0 g. Because you wouldn't have any... Because your acceleration would be the same as everything else. Therefore, you would be in 0 g. That is true, Adrian. Remember, this is not a political channel.
I could feel the amount of restraint. I'm impressed.
Yup, I do restrain myself quite a lot. To just do jokes. Or even... Do I even do jokes? I don't know.
What do I even do jokes?
Like political jokes.
I haven't heard a political joke from you in a while. You went more into thinking recently.
How true. I've been the thinking thinker.
Too much thinking, no room for politics.
True. Physics has taken over my life. No. Physics has taken over my space, which I previously had for philosophy. What has this community done to me?
Yeah.
Remco will put me to 1G again and accelerates me at the same time. What? That does not make sense with our logic that we use in here. That is logic which only I can use. Because of me doing hypotheticals in which the demon from René Descartes can make a thinker without a thought and a thought without a thinker. Same time. In one. Also, I got that Hatsune Miku energy drink.
How was it?
Very energizing.
Glad to hear. What is the flavor?
It's
Or just energy drink? Is that the flavor?
berry bubblegum.
Oh.
That just seems Hatsune Miku. So... No, I'm not turning into Katsu. Katsu is Hatsune Teto.
Yeah, that's different.
That's very different.
One of them is twice the age of the other one. It's up to you
Wait,
now
what?
to guess. Yeah, is that not true? Is there not like canonically one of them is twice the age of the other one?
Hold on. Miku is 16, that's what I know.
Yeah, how old is Kasane Teto? Hold on.
So... age. Oh, she's 31?
Yeah.
What? No way.
That's the neatest fact about Kasane Tito and Hatsune Miku is one of them is twice the age of the other one.
It's not the one that... Oh, I'm getting a call. Oh.
No, hold on, this rendered. I should first deal with the render, only then deal with the digital feline.
Alright. Done with the call. Animations look great, almost as beautiful as my Blimp animations.
Hold your horses, Jose. I'm still, you know, waiting for you to submit your homework, Adrian, alright? Hold your horses.
Alright, so because of our previous conversation in Better VC, so mathematicians are the ones who interpret it literally, and theoretical physicists are the ones interpreting it intuitively.
Not quite, no. It's difficult to describe, but basically theoretical physicists, when they talk about mathematics, they ideally like to think of it as just something physical. So that means that if you get some kind of weird result out of your equation, so if you have some kind of model, and then if from that model you get imaginary mass, for example, then your first, well, if you are correct and if you haven't made any mistakes along the way, then your first thought as a physicist would be, okay, we have imaginary mass of this model, what does this mean? Like, it's not enough that you have imaginary mass, that has to mean something. When it goes to mathematics, it's more that you get some kind of imaginary result and you just take that for a given, like, oh, we have that result.
Of course it's imaginary.
Yeah, like, we have that imaginary, let's see where that takes us. So, for example, when... I don't know if that's a great example, but e squared equals p c squared and that squared plus something else squared is an equation which on both sides has a square, and that was like the equation defining energy. And the thing about that equation is that since it was defining energy and since it had a square on both sides, so it was e squared equals, I don't remember exactly what the two of them were. I'm like 95% certain one of them was c squared, but like only 95, so I'm just going to leave them blank. The point is, was sum of two squares. So you had this kind of equation, and then this was defining energy. The problem was that this would mean that energy can be positive or negative because it's a square. And so...
Oh, true.
Yeah, and so... that's basically how
so
the
then
Dirac...
positive energy and negative energy would then be the same, theoretically.
Yeah, that's basically how the Dirac sea was formed. Which
Wouldn't that
says
mean
that... This was more specifically, because I should mention the context, I think. This is more specifically like for the energy of particles that exist. And basically that way the Dirac sea was formed, so you have the level of energy 0, and then you have infinitely going energy levels upwards with positive energy, and then you have infinitely going energy levels downwards with negative energy. And the idea is that all of the levels up to 0 are filled, and all of the levels from 0 onwards are empty, and you can excite a particle from a negative level to a positive level, for example, which would look like which would kind of look like just creating a particle out of nothing, creating a particle out of energy, when in reality you're not creating a particle energy, you're exciting it from the lower level. I am paraphrasing it a fair bit. It's not exactly accurate, but close enough for the point I'm trying to make. The point is that you've gotten in your equation something which basically tells you like energy in this context can be positive or negative, which means, and so your job as a physicist is not done because you need to interpret it. If you can't find an interpretation, then you're better off with just saying that the model is wrong. So if you create some kind of physical model and that model leads to imaginary mass, then you have two options. Either create an interpretation for what imaginary mass means, or you have to assume that your model is incorrect because you got a nonsensical result. And that's basically the difference between mathematics and physics, because in mathematics, if you would get to the point where you get that imaginary thing, then you either have made a mistake or you haven't. It doesn't matter if the interpretation of it doesn't matter. As long as it's correct, that means it is correct, and so you can keep going. If it's wrong, that means wrong, you can't keep going. Well, you can, but it will be useless.
Wrong. It would just be wrong at that point.
Yeah.
Also, high figure 9.
Yeah.
We are definitely tracking the beak.
We are. The beak is being tracked pretty heavily.
So, because the energy could be negative, it would still be the same. Couldn't that be like a
Well, I mean, okay.
thing with antimatter?
The reason why I brought up that two things. First of all,
Or-
the reason why I brought up the context for that is because on its own, energy very much, we don't care about it being positive, because we care about energy difference, which can be negative. Why not?
Oh,
It can
true.
go down. That's why I brought up the concept of energy of particles with the energy levels, which basically it stated, like, we knew that energy levels could go on forever in the positive direction, but that equation told us that it could also go infinity in the negative, or it had to go infinity in the negative. And second of all, antimatter doesn't have negative energy. It's
Oh, true. It's just energy, but arranged left-handed instead of right-handed.
yeah.
Nah.
Energy.
Just like, I know that's not correct, and I just did a joke with left-handed and right-handed sugars because I've been thinking about those. Because theoretically, we could just make a product which tastes sweet but has technically zero calories, because the body can't consume left-handed sugar.
Yeah.
But it's probably just too expensive to do that right now, because we're not at that level of gene editing. Or, well, sustainably. Or not sustainably, but economically gene edit. That is very interesting. Also, I've decided that biology is not for me.
I don't know much about biology, so I can relate. Never struck a
Not
fancy.
biology. All I just know from biology is that it's a lot of hard facts and not very
I mean, that's how it
not
usually
very
goes with the.
thinking type.
I mean, yeah, that's usually how it goes once you add on abstraction, because then there is less like creating of the theory and more like applying of the theory. And once you apply the theory, it's just starting to be more and more of a memorization game. Because it's obviously it's going the other way. In theoretical physics, you're the one who's trying to guess the rules guiding physics. In medicine, like, you have these rules of medicine
true,
imposed
that's
on you,
also-
and then it's going the opposite way.
That's also a good way to look at it. You're just trying to guess the rules, which you technically can't be 100% accurate, but you can certainly be somewhat accurate.
think Ren was just trying to. I think in the math channel. Wait, what? No, that's hilarious. What is a catastrophe theory? Hold on, I'm getting sidetracked. It's a catastrophe theory.
Catastrophe theory? What?
Yeah, it's a mathematical theory. A branch of bifurcation theory studied them because it's also a particular special case of more general singularity theory in geometry. Obviously, it's a French mathematician. It's catastrophe theory. Who else would it be? And eventually, catastrophes. Catastrophe theory analyzes degenerate critical points of the potential function. This is ridiculous. Absolutely not ridiculous.
That's just
Hi there,
ridiculous.
Odo.
Hi.
Catastrophical.
It's the French.
Comical.
Always the French.
It is always the French.
Oh boy, 5 minutes till my food is done.
Right, there we go.
Right. Let's say hypothetically, my food is done in 5 minutes. Does that mean I have to wait infinite amounts of time to eat, to be able to eat?
Yeah, if time is continuous, you would need to wait an infinite amount of discrete points in time.
So I will never be able to eat, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you'll never be able to eat because it's infinite, and you can't wait in infinity.
True.
Make it. Did you know the JavaScript people have made new protocol, CTCC protocol? What is that?
TCC.
JavaScript. I can't find it. Oh wait, no. Cybercommon Technical Core Public Mirror. Cybercommon Technical Core. Clam-to-clam communication. I think they made it a while back ago. That's a pretty old protocol actually. It has existed for a while.
Cracking open a can of red.
Oh, that was horrible. It's gonna be name, right? So if the name is the same as HD sentences, J words, 0 letters. If this is the same, that means we want to commence J. No, this has to be an I. There we go. All right. Ha 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 ha. How do I?
This might be something to ask in the medicine channel.
Oh, have you got the question for the medicine channel?
I think I might, because is there a, or do you know of a, what's it called? A hormone for which is responsible for fear, or is that just a neuronical thing? Neuronical? No.
Neurological?
Or is that just a neurological
I
thing?
honestly have no idea. That's actually a good question. I genuinely have no idea. Huh.
Because I think I found a PubMed article. Fear arousal initiated by the environment threat leads to activation of stress response. State of alarm that prompts. Alright, so what I'm getting from this is that fear technically is a form of stress, but also a precursor to stress.
Hi, the Sosnok. Sorry, make it. After some reflection, I realized the real reason for what happened yesterday was my ego. I didn't like being on the losing side of the discussion like it's just that I'll work on myself. I'm glad you're taking that decision then. I'm glad you're deciding to work on yourself. I do realize that's not an easy thing. I applaud you for it.
Welcome on the journey.
welcome to the gang then. Welcome to the group.
I'm gonna get my food.
Until I'm still away from ruining mood. It's not about ruining my mood. Don't worry. My mood is... my mood can be... is a lot more volatile. It doesn't matter. I am so done with this video, to be honest. Whose idea was it to... It was meant to be a short video about the Lagrangian formalism. How is it 50 minutes long? It's fine. It's fine. Never mind, I'll actually do make this a bit smaller. It doesn't have to be red, to be honest. It's meant to contrast with the coordinate side of the equation versus the generalized side of the equation. There we are. And then flip. Generalized. Actually, no, I think that is better. Right, which I mean, it is. It is semi-objectively so. It needs less values. There we are. Okay. Now this, except we delete the deltas because we're no longer talking about displacement specifically. We are talking about position, like so. Not that far off actually. It's a shame because I actually got some solid momentum going with taxi. Well, I suppose it can stay in the back burner for now. Video takes priority. There we go. How close am I? Well, we're about a minute's way off from the purely animated. Nope, that's incorrect. From the purely animated segment on the. I remember wanting to ask Mickey about something important, but I don't remember what that was. Well, if you don't remember, it clearly wasn't important. Like a meaning of life, cure for cancer. If you always forget to ask me about those.
Nah, that's philosophy.
I mean, the meaning of life one, yeah, the cure for cancer. I feel like.
Yeah, but that's for the Alice medicine exam room.
That's Patreon only.
Yep. That's his Patreon special behind the scenes video.
Yeah, actually, every patron knows just the cure for cancer. This is really nice.
Yep, big pharma. Sure does.
Alright, now what we need.
I mean,
Go.
there's some pretty good alternative treatments like fever therapy for cancer, which I've heard could be pretty useful.
I mean, there are a lot of treatments. All of them sound like medieval torture. But that's only kind of because, well, they sort of
yeah,
are.
cancer's resilient.
It's not just resilient, you're basically, like, by its very nature, you're trying to just kill off a portion of your body.
Yes.
There's not gonna be an easy way to do that.
Just like cancer's like how if your organs unionized. Horrible. I know. But I mean, technically,
Pretty fun.
it is a pretty alright comparison, from what I know at least. Yeah, it is just poison. Oh, true, more like a communist uprising. Yeah, true. True, where they think that the brain is getting too much energy and ATP and isn't producing enough.
Okay, I don't want this to devolve into politics, especially with Pharmamain as well. But like, I can't wait for a Jaggerish video on putting all diseases on a political compass. I can't wait for that one. Depression, which is obviously off right. Viruses, which are off left, obviously.
Because they want to take over your body.
Parasites are liberate.
No, they do infringe on your property rights, though.
Oh yeah, I suppose the. And in that scenario, they're just lib. They're just anarchists.
Anarchist, yeah. Winston died of cancer because first order cancer. It's so big that gets second order cancer that kills first order cancer. Yeah, hypercancer. When cancer gets cancer. Task failed successfully, I would say.
Suffering from success. Okay. I mean, how many iterations of cancer on cancer anything ever had? Like, someone has to be a record holder, right?
Certainly. There must be.
It's just some poor Stegosaurus, however many years ago, didn't even realize that they were like a record holder. Just however many dozens of iterations of cancer on themselves. It is theorized that those smoking 110. What is YO?
Year old.
That's what I was gonna guess it, but like. Oh no, it is years old. Okay, never mind. It is theorized that this one because the cigarette smoke is so cancerous that kills cancer anyway.
Yeah. Could be a theory, but like, yeah.
I feel like it's not a great strategy.
It's definitely gambling strategy.
I mean,
Make it this is your cue to talk about plasma deck.
it's kind of like a gambling strategy if you went to the casino and just always doubled down, even if you were winning. It's that kind of strategy. This is why smoking has to be mandatory if you become 10. Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't want to waste the good stuff on 9-year-olds, let's be honest. Like, let's not be silly.
You gotta start smoking cigarettes. Everything else isn't effective enough. Maybe we could give the pipes and cigars to the 9-year-olds.
I've given out cigars and pipes to 9-year-olds, let me tell you, waste of a smoke.
Alright, fair enough.
Remember what you want to ask. Well, what you want to ask, hello?
Doesn't ask. Imagine.
Oh, what am I doing here? Make past 9-year-olds, that's the last decision you make before the great candy uprising.
Oh no, not the Great Candy Uprising.
I haven't read that chapter in Oompa Loompa history. I wanted to ask if I should ask her out or no. Obviously, yes. Obviously. Duh. Yeah. That is, yes.
Like its second name is Make Love.
No, that's my very awkward cousin. He's in prison.
What?
There's a joke I could make, but I don't want the precedent that joke would set in place. So yeah, the sacrifices that must be made. But here referring, I was thinking about some. I was thinking about like 100 streams ago. Yeah, then I would say you're way past time, way overdue. Go on, do it.
You should do it, yeah. From somebody who missed that opportunity, you should.
Hold on, let me just grab some real quick. Definitely. You know, I guess the guillotine after the Oompa Loompas works is Council won the Civil War. Best friends, I say, even more, yeah! Even more!
Way more.
Way more reason, go on. There we go, okay. Someone sounded like way more. Yeah, ugh, comical. I feel like Make It is encouraging me because the situation is kind of like gambling. High risk, high reward. No, I'm encouraging you because I'm correct. That's why.
Notice from a guy who missed the opportunity.
Yeah.
Trust me. You're not gonna get another one. You're homeless, just buy a house. Yeah, exactly.
That's true. That's what I did. But I wasn't homeless, so I didn't buy a house. Yes, I was going real slow right now. Something is happening because when she didn't come and I asked her when next Saturday, she doesn't have time. So she's working as a ski instructor. Oh, that's unfortunate. But hey, if anything develops, do let me know. Hold on, am I doing this right? My notes are unreadable. Damn it. As I provides a lot of funny stories. Ski instructor. This is wrong. This is so wrong. This is incorrect. Hold on, I need to do some math. My notes are unreadable. This is horrendous.
Hey, Positron.
Hi, Timon, hi. Why does it have to be that page of my notebook? That has the notes. I just want to give a picture to everyone watching what they look like. Give me a second. Let me take a picture of the page on which I have the answer to the question. There we go. This page, somewhere on this page, there is the information I'm looking for. Somewhere. If anyone could point me to it. It's clear that this is the equation I want to reach. This right here. This. Somewhere on this page, there is information on how to reach it. Which would appear to be this. But like, that's kind of what I'm going for, right? FQ is equal to... Wait, I'm doing this backwards? No, because this is F... So that would be normal force. That is equal to work. We are taking this. That would be equal to...
I mean, asked if this is your will.
No, this is actually my want. All the pages now stand look like this. I don't know about asking her out. I mean, her birthday is like in a month, and I am invited. Probably being there, I don't know, guys, and I don't know our common friends, so it will be awkward if. Okay, I see. Okay, Olo. I understand the problem you're having. What I want you to realize is that this isn't a rational argument. The thing that you're posing. What you are saying right now is something called the rationalization, which basically means that you feel a certain way and your brain is subconsciously working backwards to justify that as a reason, which it isn't a reason. Because the truth is, shut up, not now!
That is such a wise truth.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, shut up. Basically, what I want you to realize is that, in honesty, you can just ask her out, and if she says no, you can just stay friends. Like, that's a thing. It may be a bit awkward for like the first 2 or 3 weeks, yeah, a bit. But a bit awkward hasn't really killed anyone.
Well, I mean, just look at John Awkward. He died of awkwardness.
I thought he died of shame, actually.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
I
I
was
mean...
thinking about John Shame.
No,
He died of
no.
awkwardness.
No. It was actually cancer. It was a tragic story.
What? Wow. So sad to hear that.
Yeah, and John Cancer was mauled by a bear, so you know, it's wild.
What about John mauled by a burrito?
Well, that guy is still around. He's a good mate of mine. We were roommates in college.
Ah.
I had a lot of roommates in college. Faced with a page worth of math/physics. I'm trying to. I just see Maxwell's equations. There are Maxwell's equations there. That is correct. I'm trying to find something. I don't think it's there though. Or maybe no.
I need one of those pages.
I have a couple actually. Hold on. I'm missing another one.
F equals mass times acceleration. What?
The problem is that this is like the
Why
most
is it
extreme
there?
one. The annoying bit is that this is the most extreme one. All the other ones are way more manageable.
This is why I gotta study theoretical physics.
Like
So
for
that I
example, this is what an average page looks like. Which, okay, on this note, you know what? It doesn't look great, but it is way more manageable. I promise. The truth
Oh yeah,
is-
that does look manageable.
Yeah, it on its own may not, but by comparison, it is. You have to trust me on that. Especially since I wrote in different pens at different times. This one I only had one pen. I don't think it has the information I'm looking for. Because I can't see it anywhere.
Well, I think I should go now.
E to the x is equal to x. That's genius.
Dear.
E to the x is equal to x and natural log of x is equal to y. Oh no, that's a y. Never mind. That's
We're
just
missing
log.
a 1 is equal to 1 in here.
Is there not that 1 is equal to 1 somewhere? I would expect it to be somewhere.
Well, anyways, I shall see you all.
Alright, see ya, macaroni.
See ya.
Have a good one. That's not yeah, whatever. I do kind of see your point. Yeah, I know. Like, I don't want you to think I am being patronizing in any way, shape, or form, because I'm not. Like, I don't think your reaction of an emotional response is bad in any way, because I would say it's very normal, and I don't think anyone is above that. I'm not trying to make it seem as if you're thinking about it wrong or something. I just want you to realize that it is the irrational part of your brain, and you shouldn't let the irrational part of your brain make the judgments. No, it's not here. Alright, let's think about it then. Would the work have to be equal? I would imagine so, right? I don't think it matters what coordinates you're in. I think work has to be equal. But that's my guess of mine, which means, I actually need to do some research. Give me a second. I have a textbook for this. Where's my textbook? There it is, found it. Farm Main. Are you having a stroke? No, so this right here, this doesn't matter. It all matters even, some might say. This also is irrelevant. And in reality what we get is this, apparently. Like directly. Huh, that's convenient. That's really convenient. Wait, no, generalized force. What? Hold on. This is confounding me. So, oh my goodness, this is confusing. Come on, make it, that's not even, there isn't even a tensor here, you can do it. I don't feel taken anyway, I'm just kind of surprised at myself that I react emotionally. I don't think I'm pissed towards rational emotions, but imagine waking up, being able to look at something, I don't know, idea, because you got a shock. First of all, if that story is actually true, holy shit, you really are rational. But second of all, I've never seen a person who has managed to not have an emotional response to that situation. What's more, the most rational person I have ever seen in my entire life has fallen into the exact trap you are referring to, or the exact situation you are in. So I would say, you shouldn't beat yourself up too much for it. The most rational person I have known in my entire life has fallen into that. Am I an idiot? Well, I must be. Why am I... I must be, because I'm getting this wrong, apparently. That's because apparently they should be flipped. I don't understand why they should be flipped, though. Apparently it should be like this. So it should be force, like so. And this confuses me. If generalized force is equal to force times the conversion. Yeah, no, I don't get it. I don't get why this would be this way. Every other step is so clear. But this one is just out of whack. Because they're equal, so what we would get is FR is partial R partial. Oh, never mind. Look, it's clear. Still clear. Okay, so it was that simple. Alright. Good. Render animation. Where we can use, I may or may not be a volunteer in planning organizing a semi-con. Some of the university for next year, though it's still the start, there's nothing confirmed. Jeez, unholy thinkable, you have your fingers in a lot of pies. Incredible. I also think through enough stuff with you today. Don't worry, trust me, you're good. If you wanna keep going, listen, I'm waiting for an animation to render anyway. It's not as if I have anything better to do. I have a lot of emotional bandwidth still reserved. You can keep going, it's fine. Oh, let me turn this, go this, and paint, shut down, beautiful. It's only open to university students from anywhere, I believe. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, hold on, that sentence has a contradiction which messes with my brain. Because you're saying it's only open to university students from anywhere. And the only and anywhere seem to have a very antonymic kind of relationship in that sentence. Lonely Maker's floating cup. Yeah, my table isn't here with me today. I'm heartbroken. What am I without my table? I'm sorry, I got lost in thought for a bit. Let me put away my notebook. Sorry, no. Right. It's only open to students enrolled at the university. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Now I understand. So I won't be able to attend Oh, shucks. Damn it. Damn it, I can have it. Here goes me. I'm asking her out if I don't freeze, but I am doing that in person after school, so you know. I'll try to just ask that when walking with her, walking in the same direction after school. We tend to end similar hours. In that scenario, I would say that's a brilliant decision, and I wish you luck. And I also applaud your bravery because it does take a fair bit of bravery in actually to follow through. Wish you luck and do update me on the details because I am incredibly invested. I mean, yeah, once again, if you want to tell the story with, you know, floor is very much yours. I'm from the stockholders about any progress. Okay, good. I'm expecting a full report on my desk by Friday. If not, you're hired. Trust me, you don't want to be hired. I work here. There we go. What is the video I'm working on about? Haven't really been able to attend past streams as much, so I don't really know what's going on. It is about the Lagrangian formalism. It's a very comically slow build up to quantum mechanics. But a very thorough one this time. So this is the second harmonic oscillator video. This time it is a harmonic oscillator video about Lagrangian mechanics. This specific chapter of the video is building up to the Euler-Lagrange equation, which we will then use in order to solve the harmonic oscillator. A very difficult process solving harmonic oscillator using Euler-Lagrange equation after you've done it with Newtonian mechanics. I might not see each other by Friday. She got sick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. Well, that's fair then. That is fair. I see, yeah. Hi there, comedian. How you doing? It's fine, you seem you are alone today. Yeah. Not just today. Yeah, it's just not me. Yeah, I wouldn't go with the letter either. I think in person is better. The calmness feels eerie. Yeah. Welcome to my world. I would say the modern physics course for engineers that I took was a really fun one, though it wasn't much in depth. What's really nice actually about this series, I only think about, I will say, is that I only recently learned that this is actually a formalism that's only taught at like universities. I didn't know that. I was not aware. It's hilarious, to be honest. If you go to an engineering school and if you're doing mechanical engineering, then only like a fair bit into the uni do you get a course on advanced mechanics, and that's just the Lagrangian formalism. I didn't know that. It's pretty funny to me. Because I'm about to just upload an hour-long video on it. Especially since it's a pretty simple formalism as well. Like, well, I mean, okay, the action, I suppose, is the load-bearing concept. But hey, we don't talk about the action. Okay, this is going to be slightly more challenging though. Hi to Lycan, how you doing? How's the day going? No, I need to get a better chair, honestly. Dot R and then times fraction partial R2 partial Q is equal to D dot R times fraction partial R2 partial Q plus dot R times fraction dt of partial R partial Q. There we go. Yeah, getting back to the other story. Here, like, sure. 70 in the coma, then sudden cardiac arrest, like kind of right before they were going to do some brain exams. Fucking hell. How is he feeling now? Is it better? Feeling a little under the weather today, but I'm powering through it. We're having a very much heart-to-heart kind of live stream, so if you want to get something off your chest, we're here for you. Like. As my words in the years or so, but it's hella from hella high so something half through. I see. Right, that's also gonna be a fun one. Now quite a large coffee. Their privilege. FQ is equal to M. My goodness. Fraction D dt of dot R fraction partial R partial Q T fraction partial partial Q. Okay, there we go. I think this is a nice place for the equation. It will fit. There we go. That works. T is just better. That's very decisive. Unnecessarily so, I would even say. Okay, I might be slightly not readable enough. I mean, I don't want it to be completely readable, but not that much. Give them there. Yeah, that will pass. Says the T-Stan. My goodness, I love that country. You are all so internetish, it's ridiculous. I have to say, comedian Farmermain, both of you make me feel like I'm on Twitter right now. Just unnecessarily definitive in your statements. Somewhere that he died at. Holy shit! Quite frankly, deep down, he was. Not reacting to light. I'm so. When did that happen, although? I don't think I'm over that, to be honest. Would be glad to hear if you are, but I still. It's quite. It's not a simple thing. I would like to hear when did that happen. Not specific date, just how long ago. Three-ish months ago. I'm worried though. Because I mean, I don't want to impede on you in any way as well. If the thing is, if you have actually proceeded well, then I'm glad to hear, and I would say that's great news for you. But at the same time, I am worried because I'm worried that you might have not processed that fact and it could hit you in the future. I'm not saying that that's what happened, because once again, you know better than me on this, but I am just worried, simply. because of no, let's say. I'm glad to hear in that scenario. I am glad to hear. And I trust you on this. Still a horrible thing with some resort here. I was going to ask him about the situation where I was going to introduce the noise crowd. Let's take this. Alright. Alright. Good luck, I suppose. Have fun. Some people enjoy it. Who am I to deny that? But there we are. Is that the Euler-Lagrange equation make it? Yes, it is the Euler-Lagrange equation. It is right here. It was written in black, which is basically non-visible. That's kind of the point you'll see when the video comes up. But it is the Euler-Lagrange equation, basically stating that the change of the kinetic energy in relation to time is equivalent to change in the potential in relation to position. Or more specifically, it would be more like change the momentum in relation to time is equal to change in the potential in relation to position. I took the piss. Good. Glad to hear back on that. Also keep us updated on the piss situation. I would also like a report on that as well on my desk by Thursday. That one's more of a pressing matter. Years ago. The taste is well. That to farm. That you can give that to Farm Vein. I flashed already. Foiled again. Foiled again. I lost the taste test. I will get the report. Not the taste test. And I realize how many simulation software I have installed on my laptop. You're an engineer. What else would you have installed on your laptop? Simulations and CAD software. Those are the only two things. What else would you need? Let me see what I use here. I used scaled. Oh damn it! That's the whatever. Might as well. Twice. Who's gonna stop me? Adobe. What's that video? Rarely seen make it pen and paper. Rarely. Rarely. My friend just sent me a CS2 game invite. Oh, good luck. Fancy deal. But hold on. Rarely see make it pen and paper. Have you been watching my recent videos? I do pen and paper quite a lot now, actually. I did it for... I've rarely seen make it, not gonna lie. Well, that explains it. And then you wonder. There we go. Roman Alex or just for like other style account package. 17, 18 excluding the other functions was like code based and such. Oh wait, do you use them regularly or do you just like have them all? Because 17 to 18, I couldn't name you a 17 to 18 things I would even simulate if I had softwares for it. There we go. Okay. Make it math or physics. What would you prefer to pass time with? Physics. I prefer physics. I do prefer physics. It's more fun to me. I feel like I remember right now. We were playing right before I joined the stream. You know how the last round went. Well, one of my teammates, my guys around, in 3v1 kills me. I just can't stand. Our other team, and he loses the 1v1. Oh, that is... Yikes. That has the same vibe as someone just telling you, like, I don't know, someone with a skateboard telling you, watch this, and then them absolutely eating dirt. I believe that I haven't used like these 300. I have like 3 out of all the ones I have. You've used 15. Oh, but it was once and twice. Okay. Actually, that actually does make sense. I mean, if you have access to it, might as well. Mickey, this is the concept that you get paid for the max forward German flag. I didn't even realize. Yeah, I'm doing subliminal messaging is what I'm doing. Will I genuinely be able to finish this video today? That's a maybe. Okay, maybe he's doing heavy lifting, but not that much heavy lifting as possible. The point is. Alright. Like he's an employee of Big Germany, exactly. What happened in Germany stays in Germany though, so it doesn't matter. You know what? I'm getting a bit tired as well. Making your handwriting is pretty nice. No one has ever said that to me because it's actually atrocious. I think the markers are doing the heavy lifting here. I think it's the markers here and the fact that the equation on its own is just a really nice equation. Anyway, I think I'm going to go because I'm exhausted and it's getting to the point where focusing on streaming and working is getting a bit tedious. So I'm gonna go. And so I'll finish this. Alright. And for now, that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.